The song is about what I've learned through all of this. It started out me writing it as from a place of anger about the whole family situation, and then it turned into
The morning sunlight slipped through the wooden slats of the small cabin in Georgia, flickering over Moriah's sketchbook spread across the bay window. Outside, the world was still, but inside, her mind thundered. It had only been days since she shared an Instagram post about her alopecia's resurgence, losing not just her hair, but eyebrows and eyelashes too. Her words had been raw. I cried an awful lot and then told myself, oh well, it is what it is. She'd confessed that wearing wigs and drawing on eyebrows felt clumsy, yet she was learning to laugh, cry, and simply accept herself. Yet this alone didn't capture the depth beneath. Pain tracing back to childhood when, at age 3, alopecia had stripped away every strand of hair, forever altering how she looked at herself. She remembered the mirror's reflection that whispered, "You are ugly. Nobody will ever love you." Each brush of her pencil against paper pulsed with that memory. Her phone buzzed, a message from Dad, Barry, thinking of you today. Love you. She stared at it and felt warmth. On Welcome to Plathville, she had confided to him during a lunch that she had fallen into a darkness, so deep she confessed, I just didn't want to live anymore. That was the breaking point. But in that same fragile moment, she chose baptism, not because she was baptized as a child, but because she wanted it to be hers. I can't get through this without Jesus, she said softly, and her father, hopeful and moved, called it awesome. And she had added, with trembling clarity, that he and Mom had been the only voices telling her she was beautiful, the only ones she believed. That afternoon, she pressed play on a demo recording, her song September, a lyrical ache of betrayal and resilience. It felt like therapy, like carving her pain into melody. She remembered telling her family during a meeting how she had been constantly left hanging, waiting for promises that were broken, and how writing that song felt like unraveling trauma. Even the alopecia seemed entangled. Her mom noted how heartbreak triggered her hair loss again. Each lyric was her healing. She thumbing through old photographs. One image stood out, her as a toddler, completely bald, fragile, but cradled in her mother's arms. That was the start. Now, Moriah saw who she'd become. The family's rebel child. She had tattoos, one simple black heart, and bold, purple hair. She wore shorts, bikinis, yoga pants. She lived on her own terms. She'd moved out at 17, seeking freedom, not emancipation, just space to breathe. She found work as a bartender, taught yoga, and poured her soul into music and expression. Broken rules, yes, but each one stitched her identity tighter into herself. Now at 22, she'd faced another flare-up of alopecia. It had been extremely hard and emotional. She'd leaned into self-acceptance. I'm learning to love myself the way God made me, with or without hair. She avoided cosmetic procedures. Her only work done was minor, Invisalign. She reminded followers of the importance of kindness. Before you criticize, remember, they might be harder on themselves than you are. And though the journey was far from over, it had begun to feel more like a story of returning to herself rather than just surviving.